अरे भाई मैं किधर जा नहीं रहा हूँ, मैं किधर जा नहीं रहा हूँ.
It's your own battle. You have to figure out your way on your own. There are people to help you, but eventually it's your own battle that you have to fight. The first half of my career, it was all about taking pressure and going through tough times. You have to go away from that and start enjoying the game more.
The sun has finally set on the test career of Rohit Sharma. Safe to say, a topsy-turvy red ball journey which found its groove in second innings. The last act of Rohit, the test player and captain, will remain sitting out of the Sydney test.
I stood down. That is what I would say.
A move highly uncharacteristic of an elite cricketer, but one that will arguably stay long in his test sojourn. For Rohit, an imperfect end was in nice symmetry with an imperfect start. His test debut was stalled for 3 years. Minutes before the toss, Rohit stepped on a teammate's foot when going for a rocket ball and injured himself. And in 2012, MS Dhoni's faith in Virat Kohli meant that Rohit once again had to wait for his chance. He finally got his first taste of Test cricket in 2013. Rohit made the most of the opportunity by scoring 100 on debut. His dream start continued with the second consecutive three-figure score in his very next match. For Rahul Dravid, Rohit lacked the desperation to play Test cricket. But the way he burst onto the scene was an indication of his hunger to succeed in the game's purest form. Then came the real test for Rohit Sharma, the middle order batter. Outside the 200s in his debut series against the West Indies, Rohit wasn't able to vindicate the decision makers for 6 years. In the 27 test matches that he played in this period, Rohit had an average of 40 with only 300s. That Rohit, the middle order batter, was strictly average confounded fans and outside observers included. Sun will rise again tomorrow. A tweet that Rohit put out after being dropped from the test team in 2018. The BCCI's decision hurt the batter big time, but it arguably lit the fire of his test rebirth in 2019. Rohit Sharma 2.0 began with a bang. He became the first batter in test history to score twin hundreds in his first game as an opener. For the next 5 years, Rohit was India's best test batter and among the finest in the world. In this period, Rohit averaged an awe-inspiring 50 in 32 test matches. More importantly, all his 1200s resulted in a win.
I've understood my game really well now. I understand my game really well now. The mistakes that I've made along the way has taught me a lot of lessons, and being there and understanding what one needs to do to be consistent or successful and help the team win those games. I've understood all of that looking at various other cricketers, various other players in my team, and also watching a lot of games, over the years. So I think all those things, if I recollect, I've understood what I need to do as a batsman. And yeah, since I've started opening, the game plan and the mindset has changed completely, because I was a middle order player before, and when I started opening the batting, there's certain aspect that you need to bring into your game, starting with discipline, to be successful at the top.
If there's anyone who recognized Rohit's success as an opener, including his ability to score centuries in that position, it was the former India coach Ravi Shastri. Shastri said, and I quote, "It was 2015 when I told him he should be opening for Mumbai when he's not playing for India, just to get the feel. It was all in the mind. I always believed he was never meant to play the waiting game. I would have thought my job is incomplete. I would have not rated myself as a coach. A solid opener, yet a six-hitter. In all, Rohit hit 88 sixes in Test cricket. Only Virendra Sehwag hit more for India.
I was trying to do a lot more than what I should be doing. I was forgetting basics of cricket, which is to just go and play the ball, hit the ball. I was focused a lot on technical issues of my batting, which is at times good, but you can't do too much of it, because then you tend to forget your own batting, what you grew up with. So I realized that, and then it was all about going and having fun as well, because I thought the first half of my career, it was all about taking pressure and going through tough times, not doing the right things, and not being disciplined in terms of how I wanted to bat. So now, at some stage, at some point, you have to go away from that and start enjoying the game more. While I was doing all of that, I was not enjoying the game that much. I was only focused on, oh no, I need to get better, I need to do this, I need to do that, and I forgot how to enjoy the game. It's your own battle. You have to figure out your way on your own. Yes, there are people to help you, but eventually it's your own battle that you have to fight, and you have to find ways to do it.
As a captain, Rohit led India to memorable series wins over Australia and England at home and a 1-1 draw in South Africa. Just as Rohit's Test career crossed his mid-30s, the law of averages caught up. The runs did not flow. An average of 11 in his last 8 Test matches, and an admission that he did not consider himself good enough to be picked, all but signalled an end. There were indications that Rohit did not see the end coming. In an interview with former Australia captain Michael Clarke, he said he looked forward to leading the team in England. And maybe his retirement was likely a reaction to the breaking of news that the selectors had officially communicated to the BCCI that they were ready to name a new captain. With more than 4,000 Test runs in close to 70 Test matches, Rohit had a reasonably fine career, but it obviously pales when compared to the massive stature he acquired in cricket's shorter versions. However, his rebirth as a Test opener made sure that his presence was a rather utility one for the Indian team.